Giorgia Meloni good news for workers here in Italy 2023. Now, everybody have to listen to this particular video. Very important if you are working here in Italy. Whatever you have to know, you go there inside this video. I don't want people to start calling me, start to call me. Listen to the video from beginning to the end. Then, at the end of the day, if you have anything to ask, you can keep it at the comment section. Calling me on phone is not the best way because it's difficult for me to pick people call this time around because I got many things when I do. So listen, I'm going to state to you guys what the government of Giorgia Meloni is now stating relating to workers here in Italy. So you listen to the video and see if you are included or if you are going to be a beneficiary to this particular update. Now listen, because I'm going to go with article and at the same time explain to you guys step by step. Listen to what they are now stating. 312 euros salary increase. Who gets the most money in January? He said, good news is coming for some workers. They will have a 312 euros salary increase. But who will they belong to? A question. He said, here who will get this increase next year, which is already this year we are now. Now listen to what they are now stating here. The Meloni government has continued the political line along path already traced by the Draghi government and then has cut the tax wage included in the maneuver. He said here, payroll taxes will lower and consequently increase wages for some income groups. Now listen to what they are now stating. He said here, lowering tax was one of the slogans promoted by the current prime minister, who has already reiterated that he is on the side of the workers. She is on the side of the workers, not he. So the writer made mistake, made myself correct them. Nobody is above mistake. Now listen to what they are now stating here. He said, now with the approved maneuver, the promise made to the Italian has been fulfilled and the cutting of the wage tax will leave a lot of extra money in the pockets of workers. Let's see below who will have 312 euros net on their salary. Now let's see people who are going to get this money. The tax wage consists of the difference between the gross salary paid by the employer for the employee and the net or paycheck received. He said, unfortunately, in Italy, this difference is still very high because there is a high burden of taxation on labor. Now let me explain this place because many of you are not going to understand. What they're not trying to state that, after the payment of your salary, it will be like gross profit, everything when you don't work. Then when they remove your tratanute, the remaining one, which is your net profit, then it will be low. Now be waiting government they talk now. Giorgia Meloni say, you don't want make people they pay too much tax. Maybe like say, after all the suffer, where you don't suffer, if salary come, tax go take all your money. Now waiting, they want try to stop, say, lower tax people have to be paying. So this is what Meloni is now stating. Now let's go a little bit forward. Not only that, cutting the tax wage is also important for companies because part of the costs are borne by them and today they have been unsustainable. He said having more money in their pockets, both workers and companies can spend more, and this is what the Meloni government did by cutting the tax wage. Now let me explain this part to you guys. When you pay tax to the Italian government, which is tratanute, that is not the end. Even your boss who employ you have to also pay tax to the government. So now, they are now reducing the one you have to be paying to the government, your tratanute. At the same time, they will have to also reduce the one the company have to pay for you. So the government, they favor the worker and then also they favor the employers. So now so it just be. Now listen to this last paragraph here. He said, for example, those with a gross income of up to 15,000 euros a year, we have an increase on net year salary of around 35 euros. He said gross for 13 months in a year is around 455 euros. He said gross which net is around 312 euros. So now the one thing where you need to understand. Now let me explain everything to summarize this video. What the government is now stating, what the government they talk now be say, that tratanute where people they pay as tax, this year 2023, say workers no go to pay much tax. starting from this January, they have to reduce it, and then from that place, your salary will come increase. Not be said they pay you bonus of 312 euro. No, they go reduce the tax where you they pay. Then your money will come go up. Even the one of the company, the same thing. So that is the good news of Giorgia Meloni to workers here in Italy. So you guys have to give me thumbs up of this particular video, because if your booster pack come from January when go come for February, then you go see the differences. Say tax where you they pay go this small. But you get one thing when me reason, because if you they talk all these things, you need to put the hypothesis and then analyzation. If you check them now, so if you pay small tax, if tomorrow you go for this occupation, those taxes where you they pay now, what they go still take give you back. So they go come still pay you small for this occupation. So if you they happy, still check the other side. So let me know what you think about this particular idea of Giorgia Meloni, which have already been confirmed that you when they work, you go to pay small tax they give the government, and then your salary will come day high where you go receive as your net profit. Respect to all the fans of Press TV.